The promotion that changed everything, and the secret no one knew. I worked at a mid-sized marketing firm for about 5 years. I loved my job, but I always felt like I was stuck in second place, especially compared to my colleague Mark. Mark was smooth, charismatic, always knew how to schmooze the bosses. He had a knack for taking credit, even when he didn't do much. When the company announced a big promotion for a managerial role, I thought I had a real shot. I'd been here longer, my projects brought real results, and I worked harder than anyone. Mark, he was charming as ever, throwing around buzzwords and impressing the higher-ups with his flashy presentations. One day, the boss calls me into her office. I'm nervous but hopeful. She says, "We're promoting Mark." I blinked. "But I thought I was being considered." She shrugs. "He fits the image we want." I felt betrayed and crushed. The thing is, I didn't complain or lash out. I smiled and said congratulations. But I started watching Mark more closely. Every project he led, every meeting he dominated. I noticed the cracks. One afternoon, Mark came to me, grinning. "Hey, I need you to cover the Henderson account next week," he said. "I'm tied up with another project." I agreed, thinking it was a chance to prove myself. That week, I buried myself in work, rewriting proposals, coordinating with clients, and setting up presentations. When the big meeting day came, Mark walked in late, hands in his pockets, looking like he just rolled out of bed. He smiled and took the lead. He presented my work, my plans, my research. The clients loved it. But then something odd happened. One client asked a technical question, something I knew Mark wouldn't understand. He stammered. I jumped in, answering confidently. The room shifted. Mark looked furious. Afterwards, the boss pulled me aside. "Great job stepping up," she said, eyes narrowed. "But remember, it's a team effort." I nodded, but inside I was simmering. I knew the truth. Mark couldn't manage. He only looked good in the spotlight. So I kept quiet. I worked harder, made sure every project was flawless. Then came the quarterly review. The boss called me in again. I expected more disappointment. Instead, she slid a folder across the desk. Inside were performance reports. She smiled. "We need to talk about your future here." Then she said something I'll never forget. "Mark's promotion was a mistake. We're demoting him next month." I blinked. Then she added, "You're taking over his position." I was shocked. I wanted to celebrate, but stayed calm. Then I asked, "What changed your mind?" She leaned in. "Because you let him take credit for your work and still did it better." I realized then, the secret wasn't about who shined brightest in front of everyone. It was who kept working when no one was watching.